Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are happy to see everyone online and in person, but we are even happier to be here at the Kane County Sheriff's Department. A round of applause. So we welcome everyone to our June council meeting. So let's just begin first of all, before we start, I want to go over very quick housekeeping items. We are grateful again to be here at the Sheriff's Department for them hosting us. But we also have participants on Zoom and some here that are in person. The ones that are in Zoom, we are going to please ask you to remain muted to help us manage background noise, but feel free to use the chat for questions or comments throughout the meeting. You can also use your digital hand if you have any questions, and we will get to you as soon as we can. Um, and so we'll get started. For those who may be new here to our ROSC meeting, or for those who have been with us, we welcome everyone that is new, and we appreciate everyone that keeps showing up for the meetings and supporting us. So we're just going to do a brief summary of what a ROSC is. So for those, again, who are new, a ROSC, which is ROSC, stands for the Recovery Oriented System of Care. This means the ROSC meets people where they are at, not where the system is. A ROSC ensures that regardless of a person's path or barrier, they have a direct connection to tailored services that support long-term wellness. And to help us begin and get to know one another a little bit better, we're going to start with a quick icebreaker. And so we're going to try to give enough time for people on Zoom, but also for our audience here in person. So today's icebreaker is going to be very quick and really easy to do. We're talking about summer. Summer is finally here, everyone.
Yeah.
And we're kind of enjoying it, right? The weather's been kind of tough, but we want to share what's your favorite thing or what are you looking forward to doing this summer? So I will start myself. One of my favorite things during this summer, I mean during all summers, what I really look forward to is watching the birds in my bird feeder, and feeding the birds every morning. So I really enjoy seeing that, and I appreciate that especially during summer because I can actually go outside and drink my coffee while I'm doing it, and not like winter where I'm just watching through the window. And so now, Jared, how about you?
Sure, I'll do one. My favorite thing about summer is when summer's over. I do not like summer. I'm sorry.
Love
I
both.
don't do well in the heat. If you work with me or know me, you know that. I wilt. I wilt in the heat. So I will pass to someone who enjoys summer. Actually, I'm mostly joking. I actually like being able to go and like see my nephew's sports events and things like that. So there's a lot of baseball going on. I have one nephew who I know last year went out to play at the Field of Dreams field in Iowa. So he's like super good. So it's an opportunity to kind of be around them and also be outside. But I wasn't lying about not liking the heat. I really don't like the heat. But other than that, everything's good. And I have the prices right, Mike, that can float around if anybody
So we have
would like
Mark
to.
Matthews, who is always great at sharing. Here you go, Mark.
It's great.
Yeah, I would say last night started my summer. I feel seeing the Strokes in concert was fantastic. And I am looking forward to the idea, and I'm trying to grasp this that I tomorrow night I will be eating In and Out at home with my family in LA. And then that following morning, I will be surfing a set in San Clemente that I haven't surfed since I got sober. So this weekend is a 4 day weekend I've been waiting a long time for. So
Amazing.
just to rub it in for everybody out there.
If anybody online too has one, you can just raise your little digital hand, or you can come off mute. Either one sounds good. Oh, I see Michelle Meyer, from the health department, drinking morning coffee on the front porch.
Mm,
That's a good one.
that is a very good one. Anyone else
Anyone
want to
else?
share? Matilda, why don't you? No? Okay. Kelsey, do you want to share one of your favorite things during summer?
Come on,
Hey
you have so
everyone.
much great stuff to say before the meeting starts, and then when the meeting starts, you don't want to talk. Okay.
My favorite thing for summer is spending more time with my son because he's out of school. So we have a lot more time together. So I really enjoy summer break and winter break, spring break, because I get to spend more time with my son.
No, that's a good one.
Thank you.
It's a good one. I'm monitoring the chat too. Oh, Jennifer Simmons attending Summerfest in Milwaukee. It's been a few years since I've been to that one, but that one's always amazing. It's always a good show. Anybody else?
Oh, no one
Right.
loves summer? I'm like, okay, but I do love summer.
The restart.
Oh, they didn't hear me?
There's no audio.
All right, sorry for that, guys. My mic was off. So I'm just gonna repeat myself. We're gonna start with celebrating community and partnerships. I do want to celebrate, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge that June is Pride Month. It is a time to celebrate and uplift our LGBTQ community. And on behalf of the Kane County ROSC, I want to extend a happy Pride to everyone here and to the community that we serve. We are committed to creating a system of care that is welcoming and inclusive for all. And we value all our members of our community. So before we spotlight the Kane County Sheriff's Department, I do want to give a shout out to the ladies in the front desk where we come in to check in, especially Mary. She is so sweet. But the whole team in the back, because I do come here, regularly every week, and I do have to say that, when you first walk in, your first point of contact when you come into a building is it's so important. It makes the whole experience, good or bad. And I want to say that those ladies always have a big smile. They're very welcoming. They're very graceful. They answer questions. They're ready, when we come in, and they remember us. At least they remember me all the time, and I truly appreciate that. So big shout out to all the ladies in the front and the gentlemen who work back there, but we really, really appreciate all that. And so again, I am very pleased on this next portion of our meeting and honored to be here at the Kane County Sheriff's Department. And we will be welcoming our first guest that will come up, and we'll have some conversations, and they'll be able to spotlight a little bit more on what is happening here at the Kane County Sheriff's Department. So who wants to take it away? Oh, perfect. I love it.
And then I'm gonna give them the second mic so that way we're not having to pass back and forth.
All right, this is cool that I'm like 360 right here.
Yes,
so
you are.
I know this is like awesome too. So this is great. My name is Amy Johnson. I am the Undersheriff of Kane County. On behalf of Sheriff Ron Hain, myself and all of our staff, welcome both on Zoom and in person. It is absolutely fabulous to see everybody here. So Miss Klimke over here will discuss what we've been working on, what we've prefaced, and kind of taking it to the next level too, because we're not finished. We're still continuously going on that next level, but absolutely we are so proud of where we started to where we're going and what we see in the future. So I see so many great familiar faces and hopefully getting new faces here. This is absolutely fabulous. But I've been here 23 years, and half of this time I never envisioned what we're doing right now. So this is absolutely something that we're going full steam ahead and making commitments, making these partnerships happen. So if you have anything that we can do better or you see us doing in the future, please let us know. We are always there to be partnerships in our communities. So without me talking further, I'm going to pass the mic to somebody that you want to hear, Ms. Klimke.
Good afternoon. Thank you guys so much for being here, here and online. Yonette, for thinking of us. We love to be able to
Buenos.
share our programs and stuff that we have. A little bit about myself. This is my 31st year here with Kane County. Started off as a juvenile PO, drug court, and about 3.5 years ago, came to the sheriff's office. What Sheriff Hain and under Sheriff Johnson have done for our office and for the community is amazing. And seeing that, I felt it was really important at this point in my life to just do something else and help a bigger community. So that's what I'm doing here. So the purpose of the reentry program is to support rehabilitation and accountability for incarcerated individuals. We strongly believe in recidivism here and prepare individuals for successful reentry into the community. Our approach starts with engagement. As soon as people come in, they can sign up for our programming that we have in the jail. Programs are voluntary and they are all focused on substance abuse, rehabilitation, and just working on the individual and that personal growth. We address these underlying issues with some of our programming. We have the Lighthouse program here to be able to help those that suffer from the disease of addiction. We provide a lot of community support. And so the other part that we really focus on, I always call them the 3 E's, which is the employment, education, and enrichment. And so these programs that we have here in the jail are open to anyone who's really able to access those programs in most of the pods. We do, and it's kind of on hold right now, but we are still helping individuals with employment. That is really important. When individuals get out, we are able to link them up. We have certain partners that we work with that we are able to help people get jobs. We do job placements. We help them with writing resumes and partner with WorkNet Batavia. So that's been extremely beneficial. Education, we also have GED classes here in the jail. And I don't think everyone knows all the different programs and stuff that we have. And so I'm really excited to be able to highlight these. We also have forklifting here. We recently, partnering with Elgin Community College, had 4 of our correctional officers trained in forklift. So we will continue to do forklift classes, not only to the individuals that are incarcerated, but also to the community. And so that's really exciting. We also are starting 2 new barber programs. And so one of them is for the females, which we had. I'm really excited about that. So she should be starting soon. And we also have a new program for the males. And that working with Fades Academy in DeKalb. And they are going to actually individuals will be getting credits. And when they get out of here, Andre Powell, who runs the program, will actually be helping them with WIOA programs and help them get a free education through barber schooling. So that's really exciting. We also believe in enrichment and really helping individuals expand their learning. And one of our, in my opinion, I may be a little biased, is our MRT classes that really help with that stinking thinking. I'm really excited about the fact that we get to do those and have people kind of take control of their thoughts and changing their behavior. We have anger management. Thank God Serenity House is able to help us with 4 different classes that they're running right now. So that's pretty awesome. We have the program for release, which is also run by Serenity House, and understanding addiction. We also have second opportunity. We have boundaries class, which is run by a Christian female group. Here, we have the garden crew, which I'm really excited. This is my first year running it. And so we have ladies from the Geneva Garden Club that come out every Thursday and are planting. We're going to have a mural back there. So in between the 2 towers, if you haven't seen it, it is on the, what is the Kane County Connects. And so it's on there. We also have, I mentioned the Lighthouse program. So we have a whole pod that's dedicated for the men, for people in recovery. And Lighthouse has been just amazing in helping our individuals. Other programs that we have here at the Sheriff's Office entails our Bible study, chaplain cart, recovery coaching. We write 10 individuals that Pathways to Recovery sees on a weekly basis and helps them with the substance abuse. We also help individuals that come in looking for substance abuse treatment. And so if they're working with the state's attorney and the public defender, we are able to help. We also work very closely with AID and ECHR in the community. We help Medicaid cards and housing, which housing portion of that's been a little bit difficult, but we are able to help some people. We also have a ID program, which is so important when we have individuals that get out of jail and don't have those essential, ID cards, Social Security, birth certificate, and they're unable to get a job, and there's the delay trying to function. So we're really excited about that program. And last but not least, we have a Way Out program, which is so beneficial. We are able to help individuals 24/7. Anyone looking for substance abuse treatment, we are able to make those calls. We have connections with different treatment agencies and able to help them get assessments. And it's because of all of you and the help really from the King County Health Department that really helps us with that grant and able to help individuals. So that's just a little bit about what we do. Oh, I did forget to mention, I am so sorry. More importantly, we have our 2 social workers. They weren't unable to be here today, but I do have pamphlets if anyone wants to take them. They're both amazing. They're in the community all the time. They're so busy, but it's a vital program. So I do have that in case anyone needs it. You're welcome.
Well, on that note, I do want to say, we'll talk a little bit here. I know you're you're trying to hide from me. She's trying to hurry up and go and sit down, but I'm sorry. I do want to ask you 1 or 2 questions if it's okay. So, recidivism rates have gone down here in Kane County, at the Kane County Jail. Do you feel like that has a correlation with these programs?
Absolutely. When I do know that Sheriff Hayne did a recidivism study a couple years back, and the numbers drastically went down. But it is because of our programming, I believe. We are able to help individuals that when they leave here, they now can get help with the housing, with the treatment, with all these services that are so important that is needed for these individuals.
Is there anything, any new initiatives that are coming, to King County? I know you talked a little bit about the garden and the forklifting, and of course, I mean, that's a wonderful opportunity to be able to leave here with some type of a trade or be able to obtain a trade, especially in, barbershop or cutting hair or styling hair, right? Because I mean, we women, we know, and men too, like everyone visits the barbershop or the hairstylist weekly, bi-weekly or monthly, right? So it is a good way of, for them to sustain themselves. So that is amazing. That's an amazing program. And again, we do want to recognize how forward-thinking the Kane County Sheriff's Department is with all these amazing programs. I would speak on my behalf just because when I am not coordinating the Kane County ROSC, I also wear another hat at Serenity House, which is our lead agency. And I have the pleasure of coming here every Tuesday and providing anger management classes with a coworker of mine. And we specifically work inside the men's pod. But I do want to say after a few months of coming, I do see how beneficial it is just because I'm inside the pod. And I work with individuals, throughout the whole 8 weeks. And sometimes they come back as mentors and I see them when they walk in and then I see them when they walk out. And they really do adapt those new skills and they talk about it and they present on it and they really work hard on it. I mean, they truly do. When I first came, I was like, well, they'll work on it. Maybe they won't. But you know what? Every single person in that group, I really have to say they really work very hard. They do their modules. And what I really love about it is that they hold each other accountable. They how would I say, they appreciate each other's stories and they learn and grow from those stories. And I do too. To believe it or not, I do too. When I'm sitting in anger management, in the anger management pod, I really learn from the stories that I'm hearing. And I really learn by them role modeling some of the things that they're adapting. And sometimes I have to catch myself and I'm like, oh, wow, but I truly can see the difference. And I also, get feedback and I hear, I hear them telling me, well, when I get out or when I get released, I am going to go look for an anger management class because I can see the benefit from it. I am going to try this. I am more flexible and open to doing that. And so, I mean,
I agree with you 100%. I have been facilitating MRT, which is more recognition therapy, for over 10 years. And that is my favorite part of the week. I facilitate 3 different groups. I absolutely love it. It fills my tank, but it is an evidence-based group. And so there's a lot of studies that show that these programs do work. The guys, the mentors, all of it. I have some really great groups that Ashley and I love teaching and facilitating and just some amazing individuals that are downstairs. And you see, when you see that light bulb go off, it's really a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Again, you guys are doing such amazing work inside the pods. But besides that, I mean, there's also, like you said, numerous different kind of classes that are going on simultaneously, right? In real time right now, I think we have, and we have our people from Serenity House, our community facing organizations that are actually giving classes inside the pod as we speak. So it's like a big circle, right? And so, do you have a question, Jerry? Sure.
So, yes, there are classes happening right now. We saw our friends in the parking lot coming in to do the class as we were coming in for this, which was funny. But I just want to say, so I do not get a chance to come over and do classes like I used to. Like I think, yeah, the first class we started outside of the Lighthouse Pod. So, what I took away from that is what you mentioned, like with the work stuff, like being able to find not only employment, but like meaningful employment. And so many of them would tell their story of, they want to, find work like that, but they haven't had a quote unquote legit job or whatever they want to call it, for sometimes 10, 15, 20 years. Some of them never had one.
Yeah.
And so can you talk about that too? Like maybe even just talk more about the importance of getting them that training while they're still here.
Yeah.
So they're not, so they can hit the ground running when they get out.
100%. We actually talk about the ABCs of jobs, right? A job, B, a better job, and C, a career job. And so we really want to focus on helping individuals get livable wages. And so my goal actually this spring is to really go out and meet more employers. I did link up with one employer in North Aurora that is really looking for individuals. They make like safe houses and they've made them for like Jeff Bezos and all kinds of people. So they really want to help people that are coming from the jail or are ready and serious about moving forward. I will tell you, actually today, this morning, I sat listening to ICJA state committee meeting, and I was hoping, because we applied for a grant. And so we are looking for, in the grant, we have 2 employment navigators, and that life-changing. If we were to get those 2 positions, they would be focused more in the jail. We would be able to program that we have now, spread it to the majority of the pods and really focusing on that employment aspect of it and really working closer. We also have the kiosk up front. So we also partner with Batavia WorkNet to help them with that. And what's really great about it is really you just have to take a picture of the QR code and be able to get a job and do it on your phone or from home or wherever it is that you need to be. So we really are focused on trying to get individuals a better job. So
the ABCs of
Yeah.
employment. I'm gonna have to steal that from you and use it.
not from me. I heard
the
it from
book.
downstairs
Okay,
with the
from
chef.
whoever it was. Thank you for that
Chef.
wonderful advice.
I'll give credit to them.
So I did want to touch a little bit about reentry because you were talking how important it is when you're reentering to have an identification, to have, those important documents that we so much need, especially when we're coming, when someone is coming out of jail, they're looking for a job, they're looking for an apartment, they want to open a bank account, get it, and it's very difficult because I have found myself trying to navigate those different departments, and specifically, especially when we have clients who I want to say are people who are reentering who might not have all the documents that they need, right? So that makes it even a little more harder than just the normal path. But I did want to share, and I'm not sure if everyone here is aware, we as well have a reentry program through the ROSC, right, in King County. We have a drop-in service that we do on Tuesdays from 12 to 2, but we also dub it with a reentry program, right? So we do reentry for men and women, and we kind of focus on the same things that you were speaking about, making sure that we can help individuals retain an identification and maybe gather those documents that they might need to retain that, to get a birth certificate or an ID. We also help with job application assistance. We help with guiding and mock interviews and guiding through mock interviews on why maybe there's a gap, in your job history, employment history, and several other things. But, we are aware of how important those things are. And so, how do you guys do it when you're helping somebody re-enter back into the community?
How do we
Oh,
do
well,
it?
do you guys provide the same kind of assistance? The
Yes.
resume, do they work one-on-one with someone?
Yes.
Or, okay, so
Yes.
do they get a case manager? Is it through the social worker?
It's not neither.
Okay.
We have individuals that we're able to go out and help them individually fill out job applications.
Okay.
And because we have connections with certain employers,
Okay.
we're able to just go ahead and send them that information. But that's what we've done. But we're hoping to take it to a completely new level with the employment navigators. So everybody cross their fingers that we
I'll see
find
my
out to get
fingers
this
for you.
grant.
I am.
That would be huge. So yeah, that's how we do it. We're trying to expand. We've had major budget cuts throughout Kane County. So, but we are trying to find more funding, looking to bring in maybe Wabansie and Elgin Community College, a little bit more teaching financial literacy programs and programs that are really very beneficial, but cost money. So we need more funding. Yeah.
You're to volunteer as well if you ever need anything. So just keep us in mind. But I want to thank you, and I want to thank the. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought
Wait,
I was
give
off
me
the
1
hook.
second. You have. Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's stop share for a second so we can get everybody.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. We have more questions. 1 second. Here you go.
Okay. No, just thank you so much again, not only for hosting us, but for it sounds like the amazing work you're doing. Is there a specific eligibility requirement for the incarcerated that you work with, or are there ineligibility also? Like, what are the kind of logistics on that? Is anybody that is here in King County eligible for that, or what does that look like?
So currently our Lighthouse program, which is just a certain pad, is only for King County residents. Everyone else we're able to help everybody. So it doesn't really matter where you're from, we're willing to assist. And I just want to say thank you because you helped me. I met you at one of the meetings not that long ago with the health department. And I appreciate you because you gave me some information. I got a way out call like a couple weeks later, and I called the agency you mentioned, and that person got right in. So thank you. Yep.
I would like to ask you something.
1 second.
You were mentioning about housing. And so if they need security deposit and first month rent, do you work with that?
We're not. What I do tell everyone who is looking for funding such as that is to call 211. I utilize 211. I think it's so important that I don't know if they get enough calls, but they are able to go ahead and if you call 211, they will send you a link of places that are able to assist with that kind of funding. Oh, that would be beautiful if we could help with all those down payments but I don't know if that'll ever happen, but you never know. Never know. Again, it's all about funding and grants.
Anyone else? And maybe in Zoom. Does anyone else have any questions in Zoom?
Nada.
Happy guys. Okay. She did. Yeah, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alicia.
We'll talk about that at the end. Yeah. We'll make sure you get your flyers.
All right. Well, that was a very enlightening conversation with the Sheriff's Department and Alicia and the Undersheriff. We really, truly appreciate you taking time to talk to us. And Alicia, thank you so much for having us and hosting us. We really appreciate you. And again, we want to thank the Kane County Sheriff's Department for the amazing work that they do and their forward thinking and being an ally in our community. And with that being said, we're going to move on now to our end of the year fiscal review on our strategic plan for the ROSC. As we all know, everyone that works in this field, we are at the end of our fiscal year as of the 30th. And so now we're at the end of our fiscal year, we really just wanted to reflect on, give a quick, maybe not so quick resume on what we've been working on and what we've been able to accomplish. And it's really an honor for me to do that, especially because I have, we have Mark Matthews here, and we have Sharon Cabrera here, and we have Alicia Limke here. And, it's just, we have Matilda here. We can never forget Matilda either. And, we have so many different partnering organizations, and I just want to make sure, I'm not going to name names specific because I don't want to forget anybody's organization, but I do want to make sure that I acknowledge each and every one of your organizations and yourselves for being such great supporters of the Kane County ROSC and for always helping us and for always hosting us and just being here with us and helping us, make this community better than what it already is. So we're going to start briefly with Goal A for our strategic plan for the fiscal year of 26. One of our goals was developing and strengthening Kane County ROSC membership. So I do want to say again, we have grown so much. We started kind of short because we started a few months after our sisters ROSC throughout the counties, but we started late, but we finished strong. And so that's really what matters. And because we finished strong, I feel like with that momentum, starting our fiscal year 27, which is next month, we're just going to start even better. And so with that being said, we'll touch base a little bit on our different goals. Again, one of the goals was expanding membership, and I do want to share that we had 15 sectors that the state had asked us to connect with. And between those 15 sectors, I'm not going to go through all of them. We have faith-based organizations, we have judicial departments, we have social work, we have other behavioral health organizations. We have, of course, our community members, right? Because those are our first and foremost important community members, council members. And we've had, grassroots organizations, we've had colleges, and we've had people just from within King County community be part of our council and help it grow. And so right now our meetings remain hybrid. Our attendance typically ranges from between 10 to 20 people. Again, this is hybrid, in person and on Zoom. And we have also been hosted through the whole time that we've been in existence. Monthly, we've been highlighting different other different organizations and what they are bringing to the table and to our community. And that has just been amazing. Like, the response has been amazing. I mean, we'll call out, hey, we need someone to host us, and our partners have been just again, just so graceful in having us. So now we'll move on to Goal B, reducing stigma through Kane County ROSC initiatives. I think we had touched base on this at our last meeting when I had talked about starting a stigma reduction campaign, specifically one on language, because language can be so stigmatizing. And just like everyone is so forward thinking, we also have to be forward thinking on how we speak. And so we haven't developed a specific plan yet. I kind of call it, and I envision it like language matters. But again, we are hoping that this time around for this fiscal year 27, we'll be able to get more feedback on that, and not only get feedback from you, from the council members, but also maybe focus on trying to get maybe one or two people to brainstorm on what we might be able to, use as a stigma reduction campaign. May it be, some posters, may it be a digital campaign, but we're really hoping that we're going to get the input from our council members, because that's who we really want to, that's what we really need to, to be front at the table. The ROSC doesn't want to come on, we don't come up with it. We really need you guys. So. And then goal C, we're talking a little bit about expanding. We talked about expanding access and knowledge of recovery support services. And I feel like that one is just a no-brainer. So we've been publicizing and we've been announcing the different services that the ROSC has been able to partner, have organizations partner up with and provide to the community. One is our drop-in services at our Serenity Houses, drop-in services at the Geneva office every Tuesday from 12 to 2. But then there's also what we just talked about, the reentry fellowship program, which is catered not only to men, but also to women. And then we have our harm reduction vans. And for those of you who are not aware, we have, and not we, the ROSC, the Serenity House has 2 harm reduction vans that go out
Remember,
Oh.
we just have the one.
We just have the one. Okay. Well,
Soon to be
soon
two.
to be 2. But we have one van that goes out as we're speaking, goes out twice a week. They help supplement what AID Cares already does, but they're out there with AID. And then on Sundays, we are out in Aurora, and I'm going to give Jared a few seconds so that he can talk about that.
Yeah, I won't take up much time at all. On Sundays, if you're ever out in Aurora, actually like maybe a block and a half away from Hesed House, next to the wonderful animal control dog park. We have the van out there every Sunday. We usually are trying to provide, stuff to the people who are living in the tent cities along the river there. If you're unfamiliar, there's been a tent city over there for quite a while. They occasionally get chased out of an area, and then they'll have to kind of regroup, and then they come back. And so, but we're trying to see that kind of same group of people. So folks who are still living outside, who maybe are still in the midst of active use, and who maybe just aren't ready for that type of services yet, like treatment or anything like that. So we just provide stuff that they would need as you're living outside. So, toiletry stuff is huge. Things like socks, underwear, clothing. Full disclosure, I've talked about this before. I'm a formerly unhoused person. In the summertime, that's one of the reasons I don't like summer now, is because the memories of being outside in the summertime. But like socks and underwear are like priceless when you're out there. So it's stuff that we take for granted that we're able to provide out there. It's not just like, hey, do you need some Narcan? It's like, hey, do you need some clothes? Like, do you want something to eat? We try to bring food out every Sunday too. So if you're somebody who wants to get involved and you're like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. If you can cook, come see us, come talk to me, and we can get you out there with us. So sorry, go for it.
So again, with expanding access and knowledge of recovery support services, those are a few of them. But we also have focused on making sure that we are identifying certified recovery support specialists that are dual language speakers. And I say this because we do have amazing CRSSs, but we are always looking for people who speak more than one language, right? Because a lot of our clients speak more than one language. So that's another barrier that we had identified that we are starting to bridge. And then goal D, ensuring services, equity of services and cultural understanding. This has been a critical focus for us. We at the ROSC are committed to providing services in multiple languages, again, to reduce the barriers and ensure equitable access for all members of our community. So we have been specifically focusing on some of the following actions. We ensured that we started using dual language support for warm handoffs. to ensure that language is not a barrier when connecting the individuals to services. We started making culturally appropriate referrals to match individuals with providers who understand their culture and linguistic needs. And we started conducting outreach to other councils and members to share best practices and ensure language access remains a priority across the systems. We have also ensured that important information is shared with communities where language may be a barrier, so no one is left behind. We continue to recruit dual language council members, and we are working toward making all ROSC materials available both in English and Spanish. We also have, and so we also provide recovery coaching and other services that we've been able to provide also in dual languages. And when it comes to partnerships and expanding services, one of our biggest achievements has been strengthening our partnerships, like I had mentioned before. Some of these warm handoffs have actually turned into memorandums of understandings with organizations connecting here and meeting here and being able to build relationships. And so, for example, we were Serenity House and Greater Family Health not so long ago signed the MOU. We're going to have the Leo, who is a wonderful gentleman, and he is bilingual, is going to start providing rapid HIV testing. And so we're going to be having rapid HIV testing along with the van on Sundays, but we'll also have it out in DuPage on Fridays. So that's just an example of one of the MOUs that we've been able to kind of broker, between our ROSC. And so with that being said, our call to action was, again, launching that stigma reduction campaign, I'm sorry. And so with that being said, I feel like now we can move on to our partner updates. I feel kind of like Jarek kind of a little bit went over some of our partner updates, but I really want to hand it off to the amazing ladies who are always working and, tirelessly on that van, and who are I want to say the captains on that van, because I'm not the one who manages it. So I'm going to have Nini Velasquez and Kelsey Chavez introduce themselves and then just give a little information on what's going on with the vans.
Sure. Thank you so much, Annette. Thank you, everyone, for having us today. My name is Nini Velasquez. I'm a project coordinator serving at Serenity House. I've been working on the van since I started back up in October. And I just wanted to stress the fact of all of the good work that everyone on our team is doing, going out to support the unhoused. Currently, we're asking if anyone has any men's clothing donations. We have been blessed, to say the least, to get a lot of things for women, a lot of women products. But when it comes to men, the need is a little bit more greater. So anything from pants to men's shoes to, anything in your closets or any other organizations that are willing to support us, that would be great.
Can I say something real quick? This is not a joke, I promise you. I am down to like 7 or 8 outfits now because I have raided I'm not even joking. Like, I have shed so much clothing just because the need, like, we've gone through so much. I make this joke all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like I work for like St. Vincent de Paul or Goodwill or something. So much of my time is spent on clothing, which is a good problem to have. But yeah, could definitely, those outreach workers could use some men's stuff. Kelsey, you want to take over for a minute? Make sure that blue light's on.
Yes, excuse me. I'm saying hi to my coworkers in the background at Serenity House. Hey, everyone. Hey, Nini. Hey, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm Kelsey Chavez. I'm a project coordinator serving at Serenity House. Great job, Nini. Yeah, just to emphasize, anything we forgot was like men's underwear, socks, toiletry items, wipes. It is summer, so having a shower is not always accessible for our unhoused friends. So baby wipes, body wipes, anything to kind of just give a good wipe down and make you feel a little fresh, clean. Toothbrush, toothpaste, cotton balls, cotton swabs, Band-Aids, just really anything. We have some snacks too we like to give out in case anyone's hungry. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, and happy Juneteenth, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Nini and Kelsey, so much for always, making sure that that van is up to date and, picking up donations and getting things ready. I know it's not easy, just like Jared said. I mean, sometimes we have, I get to the office on Monday and there's mountains and mountains and mountains of clothes right in the middle. And it takes a village. And these ladies are really doing an amazing work. So thank you guys so much. Is there anything specific you guys need right now? So right now I know that there's a big need for men's clothing, especially. I know that we're very low on it, and we never mind having women's clothing, but we do have a surplus of women's clothing. Think about it, like men are usually the most unsheltered out in the community, so there's a bigger need. So if anyone can find, some time just to go through your husband's closets or through your children's closets, we would truly and greatly appreciate if you can donate anything to us.
And especially men's pants. That's the number one thing that we don't have a lot of.
That they're always a specific size. I think it's 36 and up, right?
36 to 38 is usually, the size that we really are in need of. Yes. But we will take anything as well.
Again. And closing up, I did want to share one little thing. I know Jared hates when I do this, but Jared, please, we will do partner updates really quick. I know. I'm sorry. So I do want to just recognize 1 second that I want to say like 2 weeks ago, we had the DuPage County Health Department and Serenity House were on WGN radio. And we do want to say that they were on the radio. They were specifically talking about the naloxone program, right? And that's the name of it now because they changed the name from the Narcan program to the naloxone program. And they were highlighting everyone, all the numbers, the data of all the reversals that have come from, the dissemination and the saturation of having naloxone. And we were also able to highlight what a ROSC is and how the ROSC partners and helps kind of, with that service of making sure that everyone is aware of where Narcan is, how to use Narcan, and where to find Narcan. And so we just wanted to make sure that we recognize them. And we wanted to say what a great job they did and how honored and proud we were, both of you individuals, because you guys really made a big impact and awareness of what we're doing in this community and how we're doing it in this community. So thank you guys very much on that. And with that being said, we will open up the floor now for partner updates. If anyone in Zoom would like to come off Zoom and share anything that's going on with their organization or anything else that's coming up, please feel free to do so. And if anyone here in the room has anything coming up, please just raise your hand.
So we're talking about all kinds of stuff. So upcoming events, their overdose awareness is in August. I know everybody's got events coming up, so feel free to tell us about those. We've also got, what else? Recovery Month in September. What have you got planned? You have events. This is the time to talk about it. We usually get emails like, can we talk about this at the next meeting? Yes. And then we say, what are your updates? And everybody clams up. So we would love to hear. We do have a hand up here.
Got Sharon.
It's still like always away, but
Okay, let's turn it on.
the King County Health Department aka me, will be having a training. No, I'm joking. But I will be hosting a training at the health department on, I believe, the 31st at 1 p.m. open to the public, and it'll be in person at the health department if anyone wants to stop by at
Nice.
1240 North Highland. Yes, it'll be in person. I don't know if it'll be virtual yet, but
All right. Excellent.
awesome. Thank you.
Mr. Matthews,
Thank you, Mr.
it's coming around. It's coming around.
Well, actually, so here's where I'll segue into it. So again, September, National Recovery Month,
Yeah.
right? And I do believe two heroes or dudes I look up to would be Danny Sorbis
Oh, yeah.
and what's that other guy's name that was the Kesey award winner? Was that, do you know the guy's name? I think it was
Oh.
started with a Jarrett, ended with a Burton.
I don't know that guy.
So
I don't know that
the reason I bring up IABH, Illinois Association for Behavioral Health, is I have the honor and privilege of presenting at this next IABH conference on the value of peer support in mental health services. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, these are the shoulders, the dudes I'm standing on. I'm just
Stop
trying to
it.
follow their lead. But I think it is, a fantastic, ROSC has been, Kane County Health Department, you guys have been pivotal in like really showing what peer support looks like in results, on boots on the ground, in the different facets from community health, home, purpose. And I think obviously with this connection with the Kane County Sheriff's Department, I keep saying it, I feel like we keep running into each other at everything now. And it almost feels like, isn't that what community is, right? Like we're, it's a big town, it's a big county. We got a small field because we seem to be at all the things and doing all the stuff. So I'm grateful to be a part of that.
Mark, can you tell us about the podcast? Is the podcast still going strong?
Yeah, here's what I'll say, because I'm here representing Greater Family Health. I would say there are a lot of amazing, recovery podcasts out on the World Wide Web. One of those being Telling on Ourselves, which is a fantastic recovery podcast that I know some friends that started. It is, but again, there's lots of good ones. So, yeah, thank you.
They don't have a to hear you speak, so they couldn't find a better speaker for that. So, yeah. No, you're a very knowledgeable man. So do we have anyone on Zoom that would like to make any announcements, any events coming up? All right. Well, I guess we're pretty quiet then. No events coming up yet. But tomorrow is June 19th, and we will not be in service tomorrow. So I hope everyone does enjoy their long weekend. I'm wishing everyone, gets some rest and some wellness and spends, quality time, may it be with themselves or with their loved ones. And with that being said, I guess we will give you back 6 minutes of your life, 6 full minutes, which I know everyone will appreciate because I truly appreciate time. And we will be hosting our meeting next month. It'll be the beginning of our fiscal year 27. We are still not sure on where we will be hosting it at. But if anyone is willing to host us, please reach out to me or Jarrett, and we will get back to you. And we will be so we would be so appreciative, but we're also graceful guests. We bring snacks, we clean up after ourselves, we bring coffee, and and we bring healthy snacks. So if you're into healthy snacks and would like to hear us for a whole hour, just talking about the recovery oriented system of care and meet with your community and be with community, please let us know. But besides that, again, we appreciate you being here, your time, and everyone enjoy your luck weekend. Bye-bye, everyone.